Hi guys, and welcome to our tutorial on how to create a Lego brick in Rhino 3D. So to start off with, you're going to have to create a outline of an orthographic view of a Lego brick using the curve, polyline tool and the text tools. So until it looks something like this. So you've got a top view, a side and a bottom. So what I'm going to do first of all is group the views together. So this side view I'm going to group together, and again this top view I'm going to group together. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to line them up in the perspective view, so there's sort of you can create a sort of 3D shape using the polylines. So something like that. So once I've done this, I'm going to select all of them and ungroup them, so I don't need them grouped anymore. And to start creating the Lego brick, I'm going to select the side view box and then extrude it. And using the snap tools, which are generally on default, snap it to this end point of the Lego bricks at the bottom point. So you don't have to do any measuring, you just pull or extrude each curve and you can line it up easy. So I'm going to do the same for the studs at the top. If you're going to use a tool repeatedly, so in this case I'm going to use the extrude tool, once you've used it the first time, if you right click, it will instantly use that same tool again. So it's just a handy tip there. So I can't see my model correctly at the moment because it's set on wireframe. So what you can do is go up to view and then click on shaded, and it should give you a shaded view of the model. Now what we want to do is put our polysurface model into a different layer. So instead of selecting all of these individually, what we can do is come up to edit, come down to select objects, and then click on polysurfaces, and it will select all of the polysurfaces currently on our model. So once we've done that, we can come down to our properties toolbar, under layers, click on a layer 1, and now all of these are on layer 1, so I can lock them or hide them whenever I need to. So like what we just done with the top studs and the main body of the Lego brick, we're going to do the same with the text at the top. So we're going to extrude, and then we're going to go to file, we're going to go to select objects, polysurfaces. This time we're going to group them together, and then we're going to go to layer 1, and it's hidden automatically because layer 1 is hidden. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn off our drawing and then click on our layer 1 where our model is. So because we grouped together the Lego logo at the top of the brick, all of them are now selected. Come onto our move tool, select an edge of it, and then just move it vertically upwards. And as you can see from our perspective viewpoint, it's shifted the logo across because it's snapping to the edge of. We don't want that to happen, so what we've got to do is hold shift key and it'll bring it back to where it was, so it'll just take it up vertically and then click. So now we've got everything positioned perfectly. So what we want to do now is create the piece that will cut out this inner part of the Lego brick. So what we want to do is hide this, bring back our Lego orthographic that we did, and then start extruding these curves again like we did in the beginning. So, and again, because this is now blocking something else I want to extrude, what we're going to do is select it, come down to our properties toolbar, under layers, and then select a different layer to what we did with our other model, so this case layer 2, and then hide that. Again, highlight all of these curves, polysurfaces, extrude them, click off, click on edit, select objects, polysurfaces, group them together, come under our properties toolbar, click on layers, layer 2, hide all of the curves, bring up the model we've just created and look on your other viewpoint so you can see the small studs. And what we want to do again is move them upwards, so using the move tool, select an edge of one of them, drag them upward holding shift and then click. Right, so with this shape we just created, what we want to do is highlight all of them and then click on our Boolean Union, which is under the Solids Tools toolbar. So what this does is it creates a solid surface out of the two pieces. So what we want to do now is bring up our initial model, click on that, click on the Boolean difference and then click on the other model we just made and then push enter. This is going to cut out the inside of the Lego brick, so it looks something like that. So again, what we want to do now is hide that brick and bring up the curves again and then start extruding these inner cylinders. And then, like before, we're going to highlight these pieces and then right click to extrude again because we just used that tool. We just move these into position. And now what we want to do is use the Boolean Union again on each of these pieces. So what we'll do is we'll highlight them, come over here to our Solids Tools toolbar, click on Boolean Union, and this should now create two objects. So now what we want to do is bring up our main model of the Lego brick, hide all of the curves, press Ctrl A and come over again to our Boolean Union in our Solids Tools toolbar. And there you have it, there's our Lego brick all in one piece. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Please do check out our blog and our other video tutorials. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask them. I'll do the best I can to answer them.